Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a short video kind of giving some very specific information about in-text citations. So as a reminder, there's really only one rule for what goes in the in-text citation, and it's always based on what the first word or words are in the citation for the works cited page. So you have to create that works cited page citation first before you're going to know what goes in the in-text citation. Other than that, there's some just very basic rules associated with this. So if your work has one author, then you're going to put that author's last name in parentheses at the end of your sentence. So you'll have the information that you are including from your source. At the end of the sentence, you do parentheses. If the source has one author, you do a last name. If there's a page number, you do a space and you do the page number, close parentheses, and then end punctuation. That period goes on the outside and closing that in-text citation in with the sentence that has the information that came from that source. If there are two authors, also pretty simple. Then it's just going to be last name, the word and, last name, page number if it's available, close parentheses, end punctuation. So for example, this might be like Phillips and Martin 67. If there isn't a page number, then you're just going to leave that off. So it'll just be the author's last names, close parentheses, end punctuation. All right. If there are three or more authors, then you're going to have in the citation, it's going to say the first author's name, and then it's going to have the words et al. And that's just essentially Latin for and others. So what you're going to do then is just you're going to put that first author's last name, then you're going to put an et al. Space, and then the page number if it's available. So that would look something like this. And you're going to know to do that because it's going to have it that way in the works cited citation. So just follow what that says. If there are no authors, so say it starts directly with the article title, then that's what you put in the parentheses. You'll just put quotations because there's an article title, and then it's just the first 2 to 3 important words of the title. In quotations, you'll include the page number if it's available. If it's not, you'll leave that off, and then you'll just keep going. So examples of words that would not be considered important are like the and so you'll just want to kind of keep that in mind. So it's like, the mining town. Make sure that you're capitalizing all of the important words in the title because that's how LMLA does it. And then close parentheses. So it's actually pretty simple. I have here a sample works cited page. So we can kind of talk about what the in-text citations for these sources would look like. So this one, there is an author. So that is what would then go in those parentheses at the end. This one, same thing. There is an author. So you would just put the author's last name. If there is a page number, you would include that. Otherwise, you just keep it moving. This one right here, this one has two authors. So it was just going to be the first author's last name, the word and then the second author's last name. And this source does have page numbers, so this one would have something included. So we're just going to say, 579, close parentheses, and punctuation. Now this one is an example where you've got that et al. So that's telling you that this source has 3 or more authors. So you would just include the first author's last name, the et al. There is a page number, so it would page number that information came from, close parentheses, and punctuation. Okay, so it's pretty simple. It's just always based on what is first in the citation. You're not going to be pulling from the middle of the citation. That's just not going to happen. It's always got to be based off what's first. So here's an example of a source that does not have an author. So you're going to include, just the first couple words of the citation. Does it make sense? think oftentimes students make this a little bit more complicated than it has to be, and it's just based on what is first. So here is an example of one where this is what the authors, there's only one author, so the last name goes in the in-text citation. Now, a time that you might pull information from the middle of the citation is what if you had a source, two sources that were the same author. You can't just put the last name because it's not going to be clear enough which source it came from. So in that instance, what you would do is you would just kind of keep going in the citation. So it would be the author's last name, comma, and then you would include the article title or the first couple words of the article title in quotations, page number, if appropriate, close parentheses. You're never going to just be pulling from the middle of the citation. It's always based off what is first. So hopefully that is helpful to you. If you have questions about the in-text citation and how it works with the works cited citation, make sure you reach out to me and let me know so that we can talk about it further.